When do you think it happened where free agents stopped considering New York as a destination?
I think some Knicks fans will tell you it's because of the lowlifes in the media. That's why players don't want to come here. I think some of it has to do. There's a lot of things. You know, it's been a losing organization, somewhat dysfunctional. So I think when you arrive in New York, and I think Amari Stoudemire was willing to embrace it, Carmelo Anthony was willing to embrace it, kind of the pressure that comes along with you're going to be the savior. And I think there's a lot of players that don't want to deal with that. I think there are probably some players, too, that figure, you know what, I love going to New York just like I love going to Atlanta, but I really don't want to play there year-round. I don't really want to live there with my family. We're not really the New York scene, so to speak. So I think there's been a lot of reasons why that has been the case. And it frustrates Knicks fans, absolutely. But look at it this way. You know, Russell Westbrook is in every darn commercial you ever see. Mm-hmm. He plays in Oklahoma City. You know, I just saw Anthony Davis yesterday in commercials now. He plays in New Orleans. So the idea that you have to play in, you know, the biggest market, and the NBA playoffs this year are going along pretty well. You don't have L.A., you don't have Chicago, and you don't have New York in the playoffs.
I guess I'm just curious. The Porzingis situation is what's really interesting there, of just how serious this surgery was and the rehab and coming back. So, you know, trying to attract somebody, you know, I know the Knicks played hard. Hornacek probably didn't get a fair shake, but I just can't imagine any of the, you know, Paul George doesn't mention going to New York, or, you know, some of these other guys who have that opportunity. It just, nobody mentions New York anymore.
And to your point, you know, David Fizdale, after he got fired from Memphis, was doing a lot of TV work, and he was actually quoted. He was on TV the day that the Porzingis news came down about the injury, and he said something along the lines of, you know, I thought New York would be a place where they could attract players because of Porzingis. Now I don't think that's the case. So I don't think he's going to mention that at his press conference. but even David Fizdale kind of hinted at that, where, you know, really the one attraction besides the Garden and all the other stuff was Porzingis. And I think, you know, players want to know if they're going to have a chance to win. I think a lot of guys look at Porzingis as a very interesting player, but he might, you know, the owner, Jim Dolan, said about a month ago, he threw out there the possibility that Porzingis could be out the entire year next year. So that sets you back another season.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.